Wednesday, January 27th. Okay, so it is morning. It's about 7:30 in the morning. I'm doing my exercise in the morning today. Woke up at about 5, having used the bathroom, and then I realized that my mouse trap was successful, and I actually caught 2 mice, so I had to take care of that problem. So I've been up ever since, but okay. Today I feel optimistic, and I know that I'm one step closer to fully trusting in God and for His plan for my life. So the past few days, though, it's been going on for more than a few days, but the past few days has been more frequent. A lot of things that I've done have been creeping up, and I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of been whipping my ass. I don't want to get high, but it's just really messing with me. One of which, when I got out of jail, it said written in red in my shower, it was Eric is Satan, which of course tied back to jail and all of that stuff. That's another topic for another day, probably more than one day. But that's been messing with me, and then just certain situations I got myself into, and it's more of a case of I don't know why I got myself into those situations. And at the time, I knew that they were bullshit. I knew that it was, I knew something was up. I just didn't care. Like, really, I just did not care. I had so much stuff go on that, I mean, it was what it was, like, but, looking back in hindsight and stuff, it's kind of messing with me a little bit. But yeah, I did message Cassie this morning, and I just said, hope you and the kids are doing well. Don't know what else to say. I'm thinking that it's just a case of she needs space or something, but I mean, I'm focusing on getting my stuff straight. I'm not begging anybody to talk to me. I'm not begging anybody to be in my life. I know what I have to offer. I know what I bring to the table. Yes, some areas I do need to work on, and I am realizing that. Whereas 2 months ago, I didn't. And I'm doing my best to try and change those. Really, I am. And anyway, what's standing out to me today in God's word is the whole back to the trust thing. I think, like I said, I'm one step closer to fully depending on Him, and learning how to properly do that. That's what my readings were going towards. And then my phone, when I opened my Bible app this morning I do the little plans every day, and I'm doing the 100 essentials in the Bible, so it lasts 100 days, but I didn't want to go through Genesis and Joshua again, so I went through to 1 Samuel, and I had read Samuel also, but my phone froze on it. I hit the power button, closed the screen, hit it again, turned it back on, unlocked it, and it froze again. So I was like, okay, this is telling me something. So I listened to it, and it was talking about the woman who had no children and all that stuff, and then she had children. But what stood out to me at the end was where they were saying, the one who had everything will soon have nothing. The one who has nothing will soon have everything. So that really stood out to me. Also, yesterday I was messing around a little bit, and I came up with a title of something, which was my mom's favorite saying to me when I was growing up. You are the oldest. You're the one supposed to be setting the damn example. And what example are you setting? So I did a title, something in those lines. I was thinking about, just for shits and giggles, typing something up and, seeing what comes of it. Just, if anything, be a stress reliever and something like this, a proper sequence of events, that I can look back on. I was skimming through yesterday and I saw the letter that I wrote to Kevin, and I didn't read it because there's a lot of stuff in there, just very, very deep emotional stuff, and yeah. Another thing that stood out to me this morning was this falls into the trust, and it's what if everything you're going through right now is preparing you for everything that you asked for, which I am holding on to that. I really, really am. I'm really holding on to that. So, yeah, just been going back to Friday where Duke was like, okay, just let go and let God, let go and let God. And then my court date, case getting dismissed, and everything right down the line. She's like, all right, And then my new saying that Mr. Luis told me about yesterday. I honestly never heard it before. He was like, procrastination is a lot like masturbation. It feels good at the time, but at the end, you're only fucking yourself. And, I really like that. For multiple reasons. But, yeah. Because I've been procrastinating on a lot of stuff, and I need to, pick back up on it. I finished lesson 12 yesterday. I got some stuff in lesson 13. I have to write my first paper today, which is honestly going to be the first paper I have written in a long time. Honestly, the first paper since 2007. So this is going to be pretty interesting. I got to do it. I'm going to lay it out like a business plan. I got to write down the processes and the steps I would take to, try to start a group and let my quote-unquote manager or administrator know what I would do, how I would run it. Panel trash in the neighborhood. Oh, what comes around goes around. So yeah, kind of feel bad for those mice. Like that's been getting to me a lot this morning. I used one of those sticky glue trap things, and of course it got stuck to it, and so I did end up killing it. But there were two, and I felt really bad. I still feel really bad, but I can't have them eating up my wires, eating up my walls, messing everything up. I set up another trap, and there's either one in it or the trap broke because it's not functioning properly. But that's that. So yeah, that's all I got for right now. Just trust God, and everything will work out.